Use your imagination for this one real quick. You get invited to a drinking party, which you haven't really drank before, but you're still somehow keeping up with this girl across from you, who's your senpai, and you end up completely wasted. Your friends who invited you leave to go to an after party, and you're stuck there with your senpai, who, instead of walking you home, takes you to a love hotel and does it with you while you're asleep. Yeah, it's not the best, but that's only the first part to this doujin. The more wholesome one is part 2. Let's talk 451568, called I'll Give You a One Night Stand 2. It's from the artist Bro CD. It's a multi-work series, and like I said, the first one really is not the most wholesome. But without further ado, let's get right into it. The doujin starts out with the MC's inner thoughts about having a drinking party in his house, which he was mad about. However, it's only him and Takahashi there, his senpai. He wanted to cancel it, but she's super bored. She tries to reassure him by saying it's not like she's gonna jump him or anything, which isn't really the phrase he wanted to hear, but she tells him to drink up because she bought too much thinking everyone was going. So he says only a little, but she gets a smirk, and it cuts to a bunch of cans on the floor and Takahashi is asleep, with the MC looking down at her. He doesn't know what to do, so he tries to wake her up, trying to tell her that she'll miss her train. But he gets distracted by the booba and starts imagining things. But good on him for not taking advantage of the situation at least. He goes to sit down because God knows what she'll do if she sees that. But she sneaks up behind him because she's been awake the entire time, and she knows about the extra blood flow. He pushes her off saying that she won't attack him, but she grabs him saying that this isn't really her jumping him. She's just meeting his needs. So yeah, that happens. But in the middle of that, he's saying that he's happy she's doing this for him, but it's not like they're dating, and he thinks she'd find a better guy than him. And she has to reassure her point that she's going through this because she likes him. And that isn't the problem, and his mind knows that, but he doesn't stop. And in the middle of this, she says that she loves him. They finish up and it cuts to them not in his house, they're out and about. The two are talking about how Takeru should call her by her name, Kohane, which he does. He starts thinking about how he'll be led around by her forever, but is tired of thinking. She tells him that they'll be doing it again tonight until he gets used to it. And the doujin ends with him thinking he can't really deal with her. And some illegal hand-holding. Overall, I rate this a 9 out of 10. It's pretty wholesome, all things considered. The art style was really good, and the story was pretty good for both parts. The characters were likable and pretty fun throughout the story. It was just overall really good. I recommend you check it out for yourselves as always. That's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hasane Biku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.